That's just...
God damn it.
Oh! Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Sintel with the Intel, and I have the privilege to have the amazing Jaby Koay here on this channel to review Halo Episode 3. Now, this will be a partial review because of copyright restrictions. In order to see the entire thing, you will have to have a Paramount Plus subscription, and trust me, this show is good enough to make you want to have it. Jaby Koay is dope. You will see most of his links down in the description below to his channel. We'll get into more of the details of that at the end of the picture. With that being said, let's get started.
One not made of the great forest or high mountains, but something more vast, more unknowable. The heart of an untamed woman.
What's untamed mean?
You.
Do you like it?
The dawn of angels, huh?
Look here. Do you know what that word says? Kiss.
Oh.
So, when you read a word like that, someone's supposed to kiss
Wow.
you.
Well played, good sir. Well played, sir.
Even at the end of the world, you gotta be making those moves.
Oh,
Hey!
young love.
Let's go! Hey! Get over here!
That was an egregious kiss, wasn't it? Goodness, they're getting hunted.
Damn.
Word?
Forget it! Let's go!
Dang.
Did they just kill that kid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, yo, kids don't get no love in this show.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Like, is that really necessary? Oh, never mind. The Covenant's about to make everything right.
Oh, that's how they found her.
Huh.
Oh. I was like, this has to be a flashback, right?
Right.
Wait, what?
The little girl is what they're looking for, I guess. Okay, a little bit of proper backstory.
Still got that dirty ass book. Oh, she's got gifts.
Ah, and they both share them too, huh?
Jana ok ogahak amit imijaga. Niji khashank oga. Jana.
Oh.
That's right, he's still in the brig since he turned himself in. Yeah, man, you can't be a kid in the Halo universe and think you gonna, get off scot-free. Kids catch L's here. That's right, show off that armor. All right, let's get deeper into the muck. Shall we begin?
I'm interested in finding a way to be less reliant on Dr. Halsey moving forward.
How you thinking?
Can you help me with that?
Mm-hmm. She's just happy to be on board.
I'm talking about the Indian lady.
Oh, yeah, her thinking ahead. Yeah.
She's got good strategery going. They do look alike.
Uh-huh.
IMDb said it's two separate actresses.
Well, I know it's definitely, the voice is different.
I'm assuming you cloned me to obtain organs. Or at least that was the intent when I collected samples of my various tissues.
Oh, they sound the same.
Yes. He got himself into some trouble recently. This is our only way of getting him out of it.
So in the game, Cortana was like a hologram for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Would you actually be able to go through with it? What happened? Progress.
I gotta look up the IMDb again. They look like the same guy.
Yeah, so
actress.
They do, right? But I'm hearing that the voice of Cortana is supposed to be the original voice from the game. At least that's what the rumor was. So it is a little odd to see the same face and the same voice.
Let's get started.
So I guess they're just gonna put her brain in his brain. Then maybe we'll get hologram Cortana or, computer generated, imaged Cortana.
I'm afraid we'll need you awake. But this will keep your body still.
Will it hurt?
Oh, yes.
At least he's honest.
Oh, God.
Don't be creepy.
You know, being a scientist gets lonely sometimes. Jesus. Don't judge.
Oh, that was just randomly in there. Why?
Well, it's really just an extension of her, so that's why he's like...
Ah, good point. A younger version of her. This looks like it's gonna really suck.
Oh, no.
Do I want to watch this?
Oh, no. Don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it. Oh, no.
That's just...
Ah, God damn it.
Oh! What an invasive way to bring her into your world. For both of them.
They had to create that whole body just to extract
Just to
her
get the brain.
That's interesting.
Yeah, right?
You'd think that there'd
And you
be
know
like
what?
a Futurama way to do it, where it's just like, head in a jar.
And I remember the internets were like really upset about fleshy Cortana, and it looks like we are gonna get the Cortana we originally wanted. Hopefully. Oh, they're gonna liquefy her or something? Dang.
Just a little acid bath.
Wow, that was a whole process.
Cortana?
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're about to get the real Cortana! Yeah, let's go. It's been a long time.
When the game is over, the king and the pawn go back into the same box.
Ah, you hear the voice? You hear the voice?
Hello, Dr. Halsey.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, man, you can't have Peter Pan without his Tinkerbell.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I am not interested in playing bodyguard for the Princess of Madrigal.
Then give me a ship.
Right.
Don't turn your back on me, asshole.
Wow. I don't even know how to be threatened by the way she said that.
And as a courtesy to John, I'm not gonna crush your skull. Now run on home. And I'll see you at dinner.
It's like, listen, don't get it twisted. I'm an ex-Spartan. Like, let's not forget that. But bend you over my knee. You better chill out.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
I cannot get enough of her voice. I just can't. It's just magical.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Master Chief. I'll speak to you soon. I guess.
I guess it's safe to say he doesn't have any dirty thoughts that she can spy on.
She got access to everything.
No fluctuations from repulsor engines, no sign of field atomics, minimal organic heat signatures, and the weapons are cold.
It's a trap. Don't fall for it.
Hey, bring us around 90 degrees.
Yes, sir.
Prepare to fire.
Look how tiny your ship is compared to them.
I'm alone here. The aliens abandoned in pods when the engines failed. Please help me.
Thank you.
Ah.
Please come.
Oh, you didn't know it was her?
Thank you.
I didn't piece it together like that. Yeah. Nice.
If that was a Harry Potter spell, it'd be obvioso.
Welcome.
I wonder how long it's been since she's touched another human being. Oh!
Oh, that's some dope stunt work.
Dang, it's like some old Resident Evil shit right now.
Oh, that is so grody. Ugh. Yuck.
Killed by a bunch of sausage.
Oh.
Where did the demon take my keystones?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ugh. Whoa. She got laser sword fingers? That's interesting. It's actually kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that.
She's like an anime villain, dude.
Yeah.
We've been fighting together since we were kids, Chief. Whatever you do, we trust you.
I like that. Hell yeah. And they're like the only 4 left, it seems like, right?
Hello.
Can I have your attention
Oh
for a
no!
moment, please?
Cat's out of the bag.
AI off.
I'm introducing myself to the rest of the team.
Go disappear.
I look forward to working with you all.
Hashtag awkward.
Super awkward.
It's temporary.
That's great.
Right? So invasive. Golly.
She just dropped in on the conversation. Was like, "What's up? My name's Cortana. How's everybody doing?"
Yo, and everybody in the room was like,
Master Chief was like, "Yo,
what you doing? Get your ass out of here."
I don't just see those memories. I feel them.
Dr. Halsey, we have an issue.
Dang, she snitched immediately.
Chief, what are you doing? Chief
Like,
is trying
bitch,
to
be
remove
gone.
his emotional regulator.
Ham Scray.
Why?
You know, it's like, can I get some privacy? What if I was trying to, you know?
I want you to help him.
Removing his pellet is a direct violation of Section 3 regulations on Spartan behavior.
I'll take care of the pellets. It's better that he sees you as an accomplice.
Right?
Rather than a
Right?
snitch.
It'll be easier if you let me help.
Snitches get stitches.
Down. Down.
That was some very strategic positioning, so you don't see his...
Yeah. I saw that too.
He had to be naked for that?
He don't feel pain either. That's just goodness.
Like I've been trying to tell you, Master Chief. I'm here for you.
No, you're not. At least not yet. You didn't get no stitches for that? No? Okay. All right. You can walk it off.
Yeah, wouldn't you be like her? Like,
Yeah.
what's up with this?
Yeah, especially if you grew up with him, right? You spent your whole life with this person. You're like, this raggedy chick don't show up and got you cutting out pieces of yourself. You're like, hey chief, who that bitch?
Fun? Can I have fun now?
Yo, remember I was saying earlier we're gonna see Chief in like jeans and a t-shirt? We're getting closer and closer.
Chocova Park and Manassas.
Oh, that's how you spell that?
Chocova? Is that how that was? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Chocova Park. For some reason, when they said it in my head, it looked kind of like the word chocolate.
Is this why you've removed your pellet? So you could hear things differently?
Maybe I just wanted to hear it like everyone else.
I'm surprised no one shouted at him.
Down in front.
Yeah, down in front. Yo, sit your ass down.
Oh, you know, doggy's always bringing motion. He gonna have to fake it, dog. This is really like Equilibrium.
Yeah.
There's no way he could be walking back to the office all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
He's gonna go with a knife to his fellow Spartans. Like, yo, let me just cut you off a little bit. Trust me, it's gonna feel amazing.
You're gonna love it.
Can you open this?
Why do you need to?
Can you open this?
Open it, Cortana.
Cortana new to the job and you already got her doing illegal stuff. She like, yo.
Stresses your heart and nervous system.
Oh, he gonna really dig in deep to the artifact now.
Let's have this be the end of all this nonsense, John.
Did they bury the dog?
I don't want to do it.
No.
Bury it, son.
Is that really what it is?
If they burying the dog, that's horrible.
No. It's not the dog. It's the artifact.
Ah.
How many planets have rings on your list?
Seen from the planet's surface?
Yes.
Only 3.
That narrows it down.
Narrows it down. We went from like 160 something to like 3. Yeah. Cortana, puts that work in.
Artifacts. The one that I found on Magical and another one that goes with it somehow, and I saw it as a child. On Eridanus too.
Yo, even his mannerisms are different. The way he walks is different.
Send a probe, stare at all the data you want. I need to see it for myself.
John, I'll come with you.
What? Don't you got shit to do? I guess this is more important.
Well, I mean, it does help everybody because if they can find that artifact, that solves the bigger problem.
Yeah.
I still don't trust her.
I'm going to free Madrigal and you can't stop me.
I could kill you for trying to steal my favorite ship. That would stop you.
I have money.
You got nothing.
He's dope.
All right. Well, while we were away, she was hacking and doing everything right.
We have to see for ourselves.
And if returning to Aridness brings back other memories, poor John, the truth could bring us all down.
I bet they were stealing kids.
That is what Cortana is for.
Not bad. Not bad.
How do you feel about Cortana's look?
She doesn't 100% look like the Cortana that I'm used to, but I'm not as nostalgic about the look as much as I am about her voice. Her voice settles all of the woes that I may have regarding how she looks.
She definitely looks animated, but I think that's on purpose. I just remember, like, in Halo 4, now I know that's, like, you said that was your least favorite of the Halo games, but in Halo 4, she seemed to have, even though it was, like, animation and CGI, the sense I got from it was she was supposed to look more human and less like a Pixar character.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Even though this was like an in-between episode, it's bridging one part of the adventure to the next, right? I actually really enjoyed this. I mean, we're getting something from this that I wasn't expecting in terms of a Halo show and Master Chief and all that. While I still miss the voice of Master Chief, it is interesting to do this sort of deep dive into who he is, where he comes from, and an uncovering of his soul that's long been buried. To see his realization and like come to Jesus moment, so to speak, you know, or equilibrium moment of like smelling air for the first time and getting a sense as to like emotions and feelings and all that stuff. It's actually neat. I think the actor is doing a really good job of handling all that. I think my favorite moment in this episode was still when she just showed up at the middle of the meet.
Like it felt like if you were out in public and if you are this type of person and your side chick shows up and she just automatically just starts introducing herself to your friends.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. not everybody knows about you. I need you to like chill out before you start shaking hands. It felt like that kind of moment. I was like, ooh, that's so embarrassing.
I just liked his face. When he was just like this blood. Just am scream, bitch, get out.
What you doing? Oh, that's funny.
I know you don't watch it or you never watched it, but there's this moment in Friends that reminded me of where Chandler is like, he's got this jewelry because Joey gave it to him and he doesn't want to wear this jewelry because it looks awful and because it looks like a Goodfellas jewelry. I don't know. I can't recreate this right, but it's making me giggle because basically it fell off when he was in front of all his other friends and they're like, what the fuck is that? He's like, it's nothing. It's nothing. Don't pay attention to that.
that thing you don't want everybody to know about. That's pretty much what Cortana is in this moment.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all like looking at him. He's like, oh, that's normal. That's what you don't have that? I thought we all.
He's like, please go back. Just. You know what I do like about the Cortana though? Like as you play the games though, you do realize that Cortana is a little shady, right? I'm not talking about the books. I know the book lore is totally different than the game lore. Mm-hmm. I know this, but before you figure out that Cortana, you know, has a bit of some shadiness to her, you know, you just assume that, you know, she's along for the ride, buddy with Master Chief, and we didn't get it start like that. We kind of get the start of her snitching a little bit, be like, ooh, Master Chief's in the bathroom cutting out his stuff. You should be doing something. She's like, yo, chill out. I need you to be his homie right now so we can get this real information. Do you trust Cortana?
Hell no. There's no reason to yet. She just drops in uninvited. Me and my crew, they're all looking at me sideways.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what to say.
Yeah. They're like, dude, you dropped your... Is this your girl? Is this your lady? Like, cause he is essentially like introducing her to family for the first time. It's pretty much the same thing, right? That's who he's grown up with.
That's like that's like the equivalent of like your blow up doll falling out the closet in front of you and your friends.
Like you ain't got no explanation for this.
You just try to kick that back. Like, no, you didn't see anything.
Oh man,
his face was great. Like I wasn't expecting that. I think that's why it tickled me so much, because it was so unexpected for her to just show up and like fuck up the meeting. Like just their faces, his face. Oh God, that was the best. Oh God.
What about all right, so we got a little bit of backstory in the very beginning on a trash planet that talks about how the Covenant found their new, I don't know, special one. I forgot what they call her. What do they reference her as? Whatever the hell.
The blessed one. The blessed one.
The blessed one. There it is. The blessed one. She's definitely looks human. Okay, we can agree on that. But she has some powers, the ability to pull random words.
She is supercharged with some kind of nonsense. It's crazy. I like that actress. Her first scene in this episode, I thought was a little bit weird because she was just like shouting at everybody. But I like, I mean, maybe that's just the way they talk. Because I think the reason why it kind of like felt weird was because when she was in the room with the aliens talking, the aliens are just like, yo, how you doing? You good? You good? She's like, I am good. We are all good. All right, cool. Just just want to make sure you're going to be all right with this mission here. I am all right with this mission. Once she got free of them and she was like amongst the other humans and stuff I think she's good. I think she's actually really good. I mean, her look and everything like that, it helps that she's also quite pretty. So
yeah, she looks a little dangerous too. I kind of like that feel, that kind of vibe with her. There's something about alien languages that I love. My favorite is gonna always be Klingon, always and forever. Alien language, it's just something about it. It's like a character into itself, and I'm kind of getting that kind of vibe with the Covenant language as well. I don't know what it's like that, and I remember like in Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, the language of the Dothraki was kind of dope too. It's just something. It's like a strong like language, and to see this little petite girl who is obviously very dangerous now that we see what she's got, the tricks that she has up her sleeve, and then add to the fact that she's speaking this pretty like, this strong kind of language. It's just a really cool addition to the mystery of her. Like, I'm wondering what else she can do and just how more dangerous she could possibly be.
I thought that the actress playing the Asian lady in the show, the young Asian lady.
The one that plays Kwan?
Yeah, I was listening to her talk and I'm like, I don't think she's American and I don't think she's from Asia. Apparently she's Australian Korean. Born and raised in Sydney, Australia, and I'm like, I knew I heard some kind of an accent in there. Like, I thought maybe it was British, like an English accent, but it was Australian. That's what was coming through. I'm like, I mean, maybe that's how she talks. I have to listen to her in an interview. I doubt that's how she actually sounds.
It may add to the fact of it just, because she's on a foreign planet in some foreign area and, nobody's colloquialisms that we share on Earth would necessarily remain on another planet. That's what I'm guessing.
Maybe. Like, nah. This is a curious aspect I'll bring up in the next episode. Like, I want to hear how she talks versus how her character sounds. It just makes me curious. That's all. I don't want to get into it right now, only because I don't know how she actually sounds. I really like your boy's name. I forgot his name already, but
Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah, like Soren. I think that's his name. Yeah, Soren is it is Soren. Soren.
Soren. Bokeem Woodbine, like he is so good. He's just like a master class at everything in those scenes. Like he comes in, he's just suave because he knows this shit inside and out. Like I don't know, there's something about his scene work that I think is just great. I don't know if he's just showing up and literally just saying the lines, or if like this is like a studied thing of him being very contemplative of how he wants to approach it. but it comes off so effortlessly. I think it's great.
Yeah, he definitely exudes confidence. I think he knows he's dangerous, and you know he's stuck babysitting this kid.
Right,
so,
exactly.
You know, it's like one of my skill set is way larger than your worries right now.
Way below my pay grade.
Yeah, exactly. So we got introduced into one more like pretty strange character, and that is
the assistant?
Cortana's assistant, right? The assistant. Well, not Cortana, but
scientist.
Catherine Halsey's assistant. When we saw, first, this is a two-part thing. So when we saw the Cortana fleshy form, he did like some really weird, creepy kind of stuff, like he was trying to kiss the cloned version of her. Yeah. And also, how did you feel about that whole process in order to get the sentient mind of Halsey into the end product of Master Chief's head? That whole process, how'd you feel about that?
That was a bit dramatic, don't you think?
I didn't know I wanted that. You know, I was like, did I want that? It was a lot. It was a lot.
It works. I mean, it works. It just seems like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I have no real qualms with it. It's just, if I sit and think about it too long, I'm like, that does seem like so silly that you created this whole, you manufactured this whole like skeleton and skin, flesh and bone and all that stuff, and like muscle tissue just to extract the brain. And I'm like, is that really necessary? I mean, like, we're talking about right now in the year 2022, we're talking about developing organs for organ replacement, where you can just like 3D print the shit. And she had to like make a whole body just to get that brain. I'm like, I don't think that was, if I sit and think about it too long, I'm like, that was so not necessary. But it looked interesting, and I think that helps with the show. It's just a fascinating thing. It also gives us an opportunity to see the guy you're thinking of. I think his name is Aiden, played by Ryan McParkland. It gave us an opportunity to see his creepy ass. Like, he was ready to kiss it. I'm like, you do know that this thing was born like yesterday. You're killing like you're trying to kiss a baby basically. Fucking weirdo. But for him, it's a representation of this person that he's in love with. He just hasn't confessed his feelings.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Because he's like, oh, your brain is so wonderful. It's such a special thing. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm so sapiosexual. You know what that is, right?
A little love of everything.
No. A sapiosexual is someone who's in love with like intelligence.
Their mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You know how long it takes to set up a scene, and they wouldn't have put that scene in there if we're not going to fall back on that a little bit later in order to explain something else or to justify some actions in the future. So that's definitely on the back burner in my head. I'm like, okay, I remember you did that creepy thing, so I've already got an idea for you.
Well, my sense is that he's just in love with her, and he just hasn't said anything. But like, we haven't seen that she has a significant other of any kind, so I don't see like what stands in his way other than her being like, no.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nothing in his way. I thought the scene where the alien lady, her name's Makee. There were fleeting instances where the worm creatures looked like CGI to me, but like, I thought they actually did a pretty good job there. It just gave me such heebie-jeebies that my brain said this is real, and I'm like, oh Lord, yucky. Like, it was awful, like what happened to all those soldiers. And it makes her really scary. I'm like, first off, where does all that shit go when you're not using it? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. The stonework in that scene was pretty good, dude. Like, you saw the person like flip up into the wall. I'm like, what kind of? I think they call that a ratchet, where they just yank you up. They like got pinned into the wall, and the lady who was like, "Oh my God," you know, or is that a dude? I can't remember. But like, either way, it was like a horror movie up in that bitch. I was like, dang, that was pretty cool. Like, I thought that they handled that really, really well. So yeah, overall, I feel like this was a pretty enjoyable episode.
You had mentioned something in the very first episode that really rang true in this episode, and that is the suppression of feelings, and another movie that dealt with this in a very fun and interesting way called Equilibrium.
Yeah.
And in that movie, these characters have their emotions suppressed in order for them to be like the best version of like enforcers that they possibly could be. And when Sean Bean, one of the characters, ends up becoming emotional, he doesn't suppress his emotions anymore. It's like an illegal thing. And there's a moment where you see John John kind of going through the same thing, and he's like walking through the city and all, he's having like this emotional outpouring. Now that we've seen that, and you've already seen Equilibrium, is there anything that you're expecting out of this Halo series now, or anything that may be a little jarring, or maybe even an added bonus or a plus to the character of John?
The only thing I'm expecting is for him to rebel against where he comes from right now.
Okay.
I mean, that's essentially what happens in Equilibrium, is that he wants to take down the system that basically produced him. I mean, that seems like the obvious direction to go. I don't know if that's actually going to happen within this show, but because Soren and Quan are from different parts of the galaxy, right? Like his interests seem to be different from her interests, even though like I guess his is just more survival and hers is rebellion. And I feel like eventually he's going to get roped into the rebellion, and Master Chief is going to also fall to that same side. I can't figure out where Catherine Halsey's... I can't figure out what her long-term is right now. Okay. But to answer your question, Master Chief is it's like the way it's being told right now, the obvious direction would be Master Chief joins whatever Quan's goals are.
Yeah, that Quan and Bokeem and Soren relationship, it feels very Leia and Solo, very Leia and Han Solo. Solo just wants to, just peddle his goods and smuggle stuff, and then here comes this girl who's, trying to help save the universe and join the fight, and it's just two things that kind of like conflict.
That's actually a great way to put it, dude. That's actually a great comparison. I didn't even think of that. That makes a lot of sense. Because he's totally like Han Solo. I mean, he's suave. He knows what's up. He's very like, Han Solo is not so much with the mushy, He's like, yo, we got shit to do. I mean, we'll never forget Han shot first. Yeah, exactly.
So
he's a badass. You like him, but he's a dangerous dude.
Well, that is going to absolutely conclude episode 3. Thank you so much for hanging out, and hey, thank you so much, Jaby, for kicking it with your boy, talking about a project that we are thoroughly enjoying. Make sure you check out some of his socials. The link will be down in the description. Yo, Jaby, anything you want to say to the people real quick?
Yeah, if you wanted to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, then I probably should have said this at the top, but you can go to patreon.com/Jaby Koay and watch the whole episode with us, all the first 3 anyway. All
right, there you go. The links will certainly be in the descriptions. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit the subscription button, and of course, give us those thumbs up so we can properly massage those algorithms. Hey, it's your boy Sintel. I'm here with
Jaby Koay.
I caught you slipping on that one. You ain't ready for that one. Hey, we'll holler at you later. Peace out.